Hi, my name is Oscar Jesus Bugarin, or you can call me OJB. Today I'm going to tell you why I play the 12 string. So I'm going to use this as my first episode of the 12 String Diaries. Now, if you don't know me, then you don't know that I have an album out there under my band name Calling Cadence. It's all analog record that was produced around the 12 string acoustic guitar. So go ahead and check it out. But first of all, to get the full story, I started playing guitar around 7 years old. My dad, a self-taught musician, and my grandfather, my grandpa Dan Sanchez, he came from a long line of musicians that span many generations. And we used to play at family gatherings as I was growing up and learning how to be a guitarist. Now, accompany that by becoming probably one of the biggest Elvis fans in history. I actually don't remember what day or when that started. But little did I know when I was growing up that I was going to start carrying on the family tradition from the Sanchez, the Bugarins, and the Cervantes. So my father supported our family as a custodian for the LA school district when I was growing up. And when I didn't have school during the summertime, or when I had free time, I would go with my dad to work, take my guitar and sit in empty classrooms or play with instruments that were left there. One day, about the time I was 12 years old, one of my dad's coworkers, a man named David, who was also a custodian, gave me one of his Takamine 12-string guitars from the 1980s. And he couldn't play anymore due to his arthritis in his hands. And he said these words to me, which I'll never forget, because he gave me a 12-string. He said, "Here, kid, you can get better use out of this than I ever can." And along with a Beatles anthology mixtape that he made, that was the spark that first put a 12-string in my hands. I still have that guitar to this day, although it's not in working condition. I'm working on getting it back in order. But I took that thing everywhere with me. Now, when it comes to carrying on the family tradition, I have to take you back to California, from Los Angeles, Santa Paula, Ventura County in the 20s and the 30s. My great-grandfather, Chavelo Sanchez, was growing up after his parents immigrated from Jalpa, Zacatecas. My great-great-grandfather, Francisco Sanchez, and my great-great-grandmother, Escolastica. They rode troop trains from Zacatecas up through Texas and Santa Fe, New Mexico, with my baby great-grandfather, Chavelo, and his brother Manuel, and carried them up into Ventura County where they settled and would work in the fields, picking fruits and vegetables. My great-grandfather, Chavelo, grew up playing in bands. Here's a picture of him playing with his band, somewhere in between the 20s and 30s. It was there that he met my great-grandmother, Esperanza Cervantes, because she too was playing in a band, her family band, Orchestra Cervantes. It said, actually here I'll read it in the family history, they settled in Rancho Cespe, up in the Fillmore area, and Chavelo met and soon married Esperanza Cervantes. The Cervantes family of 5 were all musicians and members of the Orchestra Cervantes, with Esperanza playing violin. Chavelo very quickly learned the saxophone and became a member. I wonder why. Francisco and Escolastica first became grandparents from these two. Now, a few years back, I was finally able to come across this picture of the Orchestra Cervantes with my great-grandmother Esperanza holding her violin. And from left, great-great-uncle Manuel, Estrella, and Jenny, and David. My great-uncle Manuel on the left holding the upright bass, a big man with big hands. He had a 14-string custom-made acoustic guitar made just for him. And according to my great-uncle Blitz, who I got to spend time with recently, and who still has his guitar, he said the reason why he wanted that 14-string was just so he can play the lowest string around. Now, sadly, this guitar is unplayable because the wood is too brittle and no luthier around can get it to stay in tune or tune it up right because it would just snap in half. So that's the reason why I'm here. These people are the reason why I'm here. I can't help it. It's just in my blood and my bones. And that's the reason why I play the 12-string. So stay tuned for some more 12-string diaries. I'm going to share more about my life, my philosophy, my music, and my family and my love. See you next time.